All right, about to get started with the lucky numbers of the week with Guede Limbo. I'm gonna give people a few minutes to hop on. This is my first YouTube live in quite a while. But previously I had been doing lucky numbers with Guede Limbo here on YouTube, and prior to that on Instagram Live. So for the folks who wanted to participate, we're gonna pull the lucky numbers for them today. I'll get started in just a moment. And for those who are not familiar with Guede Limbo, he is the Voodoo Loa associated with Saint Expedite. Get down. My cats are trying to get in the action here. Okay. So just for those who may jump on, I am not doing this in a particular order. We have a few people who signed up. I will start with general lucky numbers of the week for the collective, and then I'll do the individual lucky numbers. For those who signed up, if you'd like to sign up for next time, you can do so at the link in my bio on Instagram or in the description box below this video. And they are on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Eastern time is when I pull them, and you'll be able to watch the video on YouTube as a replay if you're not able to join us live. So I will not be able to see the comments for anybody coming in, as I'm going to be sitting down and the YouTube camera is overhead. So let's get started. I've already woken up my space and set my protection and everything like that. I've already made offerings on behalf of those who are participating to Guede Limbo. Like I said, he is synchronized with Saint Expedite in the 21 divisions, which is the Dominican Voodoo practice that I am initiated in with my through my marriage to my spouse. I am also a practitioner of Voodoo that you can work with if you need assistance with cleansing, protection, liberation, curse, hex breaking, and prosperity type workings. You can find me on Instagram at Sam the Spiritist, and you can find my links in the description box below this video. Now, let's get started with this week's collective lucky numbers of the week. Lucky numbers with Guede Limbo are not just about lucky numbers in the sense of things that you can place a bet or play in the lotto. Lucky numbers can be a variety of things. And as I get started with the individual rolls, which for those who are not familiar with my lucky numbers, I roll dice that are blessed by and charged at Guede Limbo's altar. I roll his dice, and then he gives me the messages for the particular individual regarding the relevance of those numbers, how they may be relevant in their life, how they may show up in their life, what to look out for in regards to the numbers that come out for them. And testimonials, which you can see on my Instagram and sometimes in the comments on the videos on YouTube, but primarily they get sent to me on Instagram because that's where I started doing lucky numbers. So my people who sign up, they generally send the testimonials and stuff like that to my Instagram at Sam the Spiritist regarding how Guede Limbo has helped them. All right, so let's get started. So I rolled the dice. Inside of his cup, there are 7 die. These are very heavy weighted metal die, and they sit on the altar and they get charged, and they've been blessed by him as well. So these are his lucky numbers of the week for the collective. Let's get started here. Guede Limbo, Guede Limbo, Guede Limbo, Guede Limbo. What are the lucky numbers of the week for the collective? Today, April 5th, 2025. What are the lucky numbers of the week for the collective? And that's so, first lucky number of the week that I'm noticing here is the number 1. And these can also be combined based on what he tells me. So just pay attention and write these down. I won't be putting these in the description box. You're gonna have to pay attention and do that. Lucky number 2, the number 9, lucky number 3, and the number 7, followed by the number 8, followed by the number 3, followed by the number 40. Then we have the combo, the side that's facing, and the way that I'm reading it is 314, as well as 431. Those are the two standing out to me. So I'm also going to give you guys some bonus numbers here that are coming out for this week. Numbers 19, number 78, and number 340, as well as number 83. These are numbers that may have relevance in sports. They may show up in ways, maybe it's relevant to a player number. You gotta keep your mind open when dealing with lucky numbers with Guede Limbo. It could be a score from your favorite sports team that you may want to place a bet for that score. Sometimes over-unders or a particular game score will be relevant to people who are into sports betting like myself. If that's not you, then I would not sport bet. I'm not endorsing gambling, but these are just ways in which you may be drawn to utilize lucky numbers of the week. They could also be your favorite player's number. So if you do follow sports and you have your favorite sports player, or you're particularly watching a game and these numbers stand out to you, one or more of these numbers stand out to you, you may want to place bets on that particular player that day or that week that you received the lucky numbers on. These can also be relevant in the individual sessions more so, but also they can apply to people in the collective on the weekly general collective that I'm rolling right now. He also gave you a heads up, so you definitely are in good luck this week with these lucky numbers. You definitely want to save these lucky numbers and pay attention to them this week, because he's also combined it with a bonus heads up lucky penny. So this is definitely regarding money opportunities as well. He wants to make sure that people know that these are numbers in which you could play in the lotto this week. These would be a good lucky week for the lotto for those of you who are of age and understand how the lotto works. So if you're not familiar with it, obviously do your research. He's by no means saying that you have to use these numbers and gamble. Gambling can become addictive, so of course be aware of that and gamble responsibly. But the lucky numbers of the week are, again, 1, 9, 7, 8, 3, 40, and the number 314 and 431, as well as 19, 78, 340, 83, and 79 as well, he's saying. And these are also things that may stand out more so in the individual ones I'm about to roll for the people who signed up, but they can be relevant in other ways too. It may be these lucky numbers like 340, or any of them could be a street address. If you're looking to move and you've been looking at houses, maybe one of these lucky numbers that I roll at any time when I do them is relevant to the house number that you should be most focused on, or renting. If it's an apartment, it could be the unit number, okay? It could have to do with a number of different things, but that's just an example of one of the more common ways that these lucky numbers can be used. So they may also indicate dates that are going to be important to somebody. So right now, I'm not seeing dates because obviously this is a general collective number. Right now, it's not really standing out to me as a particular date. In the individual ones that I'm about to roll, often we do get dates. He will tell me dates that are going to be of importance to the individual. So just in general lucky numbers of the week, these are those lucky numbers. Do with them what you will. At this time, I'm going to get started on the individual folks that signed up for this today. So thank you, Guede Limbo, for the lucky numbers of the week. For the collective, let's get started on those who signed up. And again, if you'd like to sign up, you can do so on my website, which is going to be linked below after on the replay. I didn't put it there right now. You can also find me at Sam the Spiritist on Instagram, where I have my links, which are available to sign up for future lucky numbers of the week with Guede Limbo. All right. So the next part of this that we get into is the individuals who signed up, those who have faith. Myself and Guede Limbo, St. Expedite, are only interested in you signing up if you actually believe in the Voodoo law and believe in Guede Limbo, St. Expedite, and give him your trust, and understand that these are not guaranteed. Results are never guaranteed. Past results do not predict future outcomes. This is for spiritual entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Any risk that you take is at your own risk, okay? And you have to understand that these are games of chance. Anything gambling, if you're participating in betting, are games of chance. So, like I said, no way does it mean that you have to gamble with these numbers. These can be relevant in other ways for you. So pay attention, you have your discernment, follow your intuition. When you hear these, when you receive these lucky numbers, follow your intuition with them and allow spirit, it could be Guede Limbo, if you particularly serve him, or you particularly work with him, or you particularly pray to him, you may be guided by him. Or it could be your spirit guides, your ancestors, benevolent ancestors, and your angels helping to guide you to how to use them. So you need to utilize your intuition and have a good spiritual hygiene and a good open mind as to how these may be relevant and when to utilize them, when to pay attention to them, and how to pay attention to them in your everyday life. Because being divinely guided is how this all works. If you don't allow yourself to be divinely guided and you're too logical, too material world matrix programmed, it's going to be much harder for you to benefit from lucky numbers. And if that's you, I would recommend not participating and just watching, not signing up. But if you are somebody who allows yourself to be divinely guided, allows spirit to lead you, follows your intuition, and trust spirit, trust your higher self, trust your benevolent ancestors, and is open in that way to spirit, then this could be for you. This could be a good opportunity for you, and I welcome you to join. And understand that, again, this is not a private working, so you're not working with me privately. You're not petitioning the Loa for anything in particular. This is a opportunity to participate in an offering from Guede Limbo Saint Expedite that nobody else offers. I'm the only one who does this. I'm the only one out here who actually offers this, and anybody else who has posted this after me is just copying and is not actually supposed to be offering it. Likely they are not, do not have permission. I am initiating this practice. My spouse and I work with Guede Limbo, and I have permission to do this, okay? So, however, just understand, again, that you need to be open-minded and you need to let yourself be intuitive in order for this to work out in your favor. And again, this is not endorsing just gambling. This is for spiritual and entertainment purposes only. Let's get started and see how Guede Limbo advises or suggests that these lucky numbers be utilized for each person that signed up today. There is a limited list every week that I will have a very limited amount of spots for this, because he does not want it just to be anybody and everybody, as many people as possible. He wants very specific people who believe in him and trust both of us to give them the divine guidance that they need. And again, this is not a private working, so don't expect any very specific outcomes or any other type of help beyond this from him, unless you've done a private working and petition work with me, okay? So, the first person on my list that signed up, excuse me, is for Rebecca. So we're gonna do the roll of Guede Limbo's lucky dice for Rebecca today. I believe this is her first time doing this with me in Guede Limbo. So let's see what lucky numbers come out for Rebecca today. Guede Limbo, Guede Limbo, Guede Limbo. Saint Expedite, Saint Expedite, Saint Expedite. What are the lucky numbers for Rebecca today? Gracias, misericordia, and you alone. You are lucky this week. You got a lot of extra bonus luck this week. This is lucky numbers of the week for you, Rebecca. So your lucky number that's standing out for me first is number 4, right in the center. Followed by, I don't know, can you see this whole tray? Yeah, lucky numbers of the week are number 4, as well as number 7. Another number 4. He's making 474 and 447 stand out to me, as well as 744. So he's going to give you some bonus numbers as well here. The number 10. Okay, we're gonna get to this one in a minute. Again, number 7. So you're getting a couple of duplicates here, which is good. And actually, you got another one. I see. I don't know if you could see this, but the way it's positioned, I know that one of these is 9 and one of these is 6. But the way it's positioned to me, he's telling me to read it 66. I don't know if you can see that. 66. So you have actually very, very, very lucky week. You have a lot of angel numbers here, Rebecca. So your spirits have been trying to, your benevolent spirits and angels have been trying to give you messages. This is a sign that you are being divinely guided. You are, your spirits are trying to bring you messages, and you need to pay attention more to the angel numbers. Again, there he's reiterating that same side of this die, the 314, but he's saying the 431 in particular is important for you. He's also giving 43 and 13 as bonus numbers for you. He's saying this is a very lucky week for you. The numbers 447, the lucky number is 44 as well. Lucky number 77. Write all these numbers that I'm throwing out down. All these numbers, not any other combinations, just the one I'm talking about, the ones I mentioned. So 44, 447, 474. You have 77 as well. Number 66. And obviously the individual numbers here, 4, 7, 4, 10, 7, and 6. As well as, like I said, 314, 43, and 13. He's making me also notice the not the 107 in a sense of like a number to particularly play in the lotto. He's saying around October 7th is an important date for you. The 10th month and the 7th day. And I'm not sure if you know anybody who was born in the year 1966 in the month of October, early in the month of October. But there's a relationship with somebody in the year 1966. Possibly somebody born October 1966. That could be important. That he's saying you are being protected and you are being divinely guided to follow your intuition regarding these people, this person. April 10th is also going to be an important lucky day for you coming up next week. April 10th may be a day that you want to focus on doing any things related to, I'm not sure, he's saying work. April 10th, work related or career related. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm not sure if you work on April 10th, but he's talking work in the sector of work and career. April 10th is a lucky day for you. So if there's anything in particular that you've been looking to do at work, I'm not sure, regarding promotion, regarding asking for something at work that you need, April 10th is a lucky day for you to do that. As well as if you're looking to place any types of bets, April 10th would be a good day for you to do that. If you bet, again, you don't have to. But he's saying this upcoming week is going to be very lucky for you. If you have anything on your plate that you are pursuing or thinking about pursuing, this upcoming week with April 10th would be a very good day or good week for you to work towards that, or submit any types of applications, submit any types of emails. If you have to write somebody an email to ask them for something, he showed me more so like you communicating with somebody that you work with about something that you need next week. And that would be the time to do it. Maybe that's vacation time off, maybe that's switching your schedule, maybe that's, I don't know, submitting an application or requesting a pay raise. It could be a number of variety of ways, whatever ways that's resonating for you. He's saying pursue that next week. Otherwise, you're going to miss your window of opportunity. So that's his advice for you. And these are the lucky numbers of the week for you. Do with them what you will. Again, if you have a favorite sports team and things like that and you're into betting, pay attention to jersey numbers. Pay attention to scores. Let spirit lead you. But I feel like more so there's some sort of other ambitions that you may have in the work career sector that he is saying is important for you to pursue next week. So, and again, somebody, either October 7th is going to be a relevant and lucky time for you, a lucky day or lucky week for you, but he's also pointing out it as a birthday that somebody in the year of 1966 is of relevance, and they're saying that you are being divinely protected, you are being guided, and that they're taking care of a situation. Your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you through angel numbers, so pay attention with that to your angel numbers a lot and look up what your angel numbers mean. especially the ones I just gave you and the ones that you see in your everyday life. There are synchronicities and messages that you're kind of missing that are meant to help you. So pay more attention to those. All right. And look out for, write down October 7th and the April 10th and see what happens. Pay attention to what happens those weeks. Don't over focus on them. A lot of the times if you over focus, you miss it. If you just allow yourself to be aware, not overly focused on the date itself, but allow yourself to be aware. A lot of times we look back in retrospect and these numbers make sense. These numbers will make sense in retrospect more than in the present moment for most cases. So yeah, when he gives dates, I mean, in regards to gambling or anything like that, then they're important in the present moment. Don't overlook them. Don't miss the opportunity if you do gamble. But as far as dates go, when he gives dates, he's saying to pay attention to them, but don't overly focus. And a lot of time in retrospect, the dates then make sense when you look back at what occurred on those days or weeks, and then it makes sense. Okay, that's all I got for you for this week, Rebecca. Many blessings to you. Thank you for joining. If you'd like to join again next week, you sign up on the link in my bio. Price has gone up for these. I was undervaluing these greatly, and I got told that he will not offer these if I do not set his price. So price has changed. So those who are looking to participate, take advantage of the opportunity to participate in next week and going forward, but it will be a different price. It will be Guede Limbo's price, not my price, and not the price that he did not approve. So next person on my list is Monica. Let's clear actually for this. Clear the space. Thank you, Guede Limbo. Let's go to the next person on the list. That is Monica. All right. And good morning to anybody just joining. Next person on the list is Monica. Excuse me. I believe you have. I believe you've participated in this before, and I believe you know how this works. So I don't have to go through the whole spiel again. But let's get started with your lucky number. 7 die. 7 lucky die from Guede Limbo. Charge on his altar. Blessed by him. These are your lucky numbers of the week, Monica. What are the lucky numbers of the week for Monica? All right, Monica. Ooh, look how these spread out completely different here, and actually quite structured. You need structure. You need better structure in your life and in your career. Stability. You need something with more stability. Look for something with more stability, or opportunities that are more stable. Lucky numbers 2, lucky numbers 11, lucky number 5, lucky number 15. Right and center on his bebe is number 342, number 43, number 32, number 23. He's having me give you all of them. Okay. Lucky number, move this over here, directed this way, number 70, and number 5. Did I already do number 5? He said 5 twice. So that's important. So 2 5s. He's giving you an extra 5. 2, 11, 15, 7, 70, 5, 5. Number 75 as well, he's saying. He said 75. You got technically 7 and 5 paired twice here. So 75, 75 is the angel number he's saying standing out for you. Look up angel number 75, 75. It has a message for you. Probably different than a lot of angel numbers you've gotten. It's a higher level angel number. So go look that up, 75, 75. The number 211, angel number 211 as well, is trying to give you a message. Number 57. And again, if you see here, the lucky penny is heads up. So it's a very lucky week for you to take advantage of opportunities, especially in finance and career, in those sector of your life, finance and career, to make any moves that you need to make. This week is very lucky for you in regards to communications, in regards to anything to do with changes or requests in your job. This week is a lucky week for you. Your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you through angel numbers. Your luck was, number 7 originally was upside down. So your luck has kind of been temporarily reversed. So I switched this around when it first came out. Your luck was turned upside down. So you may want to light a hexbreaker candle if you have a hexbreaker candle, or if you have a clearing candle, and then some sort of lucky prosperity candle, lucky prosperity candle afterwards. But I would do some sort of hex breaking candle. If you have my spouse's hex breaker candle, that would be good, or an open road. But I'm feeling some hexes, minor hexes, things that are not very significant yet, but could turn into more significant issues. So burn a hex breaker or clearing candle to remove blockages, to remove hexes that are starting to form in regard to your financial life. And let's see. And then after you've done that, again, burn a luck and prosperity or a money drawing type of candle or career success candle of your choice. Okay. So that your luck can be reestablished and your stability in your career and your workplace reestablished. Okay. I do see, let's see. Let me move these out of the way because he's showing me a vision. He's showing me a vision in the center. His Veve here. So give me a second. I don't know if you have him at your altar. I believe that from knowing you a little bit, I believe that he may be asking for you to give him something at his altar, or at your altar to your loa, whatever loa you may have at your altar. He's saying to work your altar more. That's what he's saying. And to give him offering more in whatever way you're led to, at your altar or through anything else that you are led to. Let's see here. Give him his praises when he comes through for you in any of your loa. Focus on tending to your spirits and your relationship with your benevolent ancestors more. Lean on spirit more, he's saying. Don't get caught up in anything with humans. Don't let humans, don't let human bullshit, excuse my language, distract you and throw you off course, okay? Because this week is a lucky week for you. You are divinely protected. You are divinely guided. Lean on spirit more is what he is saying, so you don't get thrown off course. And do things that are preventative. You are well equipped already to do things for yourself that you can do to prevent things that humans do from affecting you in your career, in your workplace, in your financial life in particular. Do things that are, plan ahead spiritually. What he's saying. It's not about magic and spirit working, petition work, service to the Loa are not supposed to be only being done when you need them. They're supposed to be done preventatively all the time. Think ahead, plan ahead in your spiritual life. And that goes for anybody who is trying to work with spirit, who is trying to receive the help of the Loa. The best way that you can help yourself is to be doing so ahead of time, before it gets to become a problem, before somebody becomes a problem, before somebody, before there is an issue. Always think ahead. Protect yourself more. clear your daily energy. Open your roads more frequently. If you're somebody who's magically inclined, these are things that you can, some things that you can learn to do for yourself. And if you follow your intuition, your spirits will tell you generally what type of thing you need to do for yourself if you're magically inclined. And if you're not, then seek the help of somebody who is a spiritual practitioner that does work with a loa, who is able to assist you. But for those of you who are magically inclined and that do have voodoo spirits with you, who may be also initiated, you need to be doing things that are more preventative and more planned ahead, not just waiting until the last minute when shit hits the fan to do something, because you're not giving the loa or giving your benevolent ancestors enough time. And then you want them to frenzy to try to assist you and to help you. But if you had stayed in connection and allowed yourself to receive messages from them, they a lot of the time will know what's going to happen or see something on the horizon that they can communicate to you if you keep yourself clear enough and keep yourself in contact with the spirit realm enough that you would be able to interpret the message or receive the message. We can get into a number of different ways in which that could be done through different forms of divination and such, but a lot of people receive dreams or visions or just a gut feeling about something, and that's your spirits. That's your benevolent spirits trying to communicate with you. But the thing is, you have to pay attention to these things in the moment when you get it, not ignore them until you actually see something manifest in the physical world. Hey, stop that. You're being distracted, sir. Cat. So we have to pay attention to these things ahead of time before they become actual real world problems. And then what's the word? And then lost the word. And then you're basically running around trying to find a solution as quickly as possible, frantically. And that's not the good energy to be in. You don't want to be frantic when you have problems, because this opens you up and lowers your vibration. So this then opens you up to being more easily manipulated or influenced by trickster or negative spirits or dark entities. So they want you to wait until the last moment. They want you to not believe. They want you to ignore messages or not receive them to begin with from your spirit guides or anybody who's trying to help you, who may be spiritually connected. Okay, so being in a frantic, chaotic, worrisome energy is not the time when you want to be pursuing doing spiritual workings or doing magic. It's okay sometimes, but not all the time. But that's the advice for Manak in particular, but that goes for everybody as well. Okay, lucky week for you though, if you take this advice. And again, these are all the lucky numbers that if you wanted to do any types of games of chance, those are all the lucky numbers. Hopefully you wrote them down. You can watch the replay afterwards. All right, very lucky week for you though. Just heed the advice. Guede Limbo. And for anybody who thinks that this is just a double-sided so far, it's come out all 3 times as heads up. This is a 2 different sides, not just lucky face up on both sides. Okay. All right. Next person. Noverin. Clear the space. Give me 1 second. I need to shake out energy. Give me a second. All right. All right. Let's see here. Next person. Noverin. All right. What are the lucky numbers of the week? Guede Limbo for Noverin. What are the numbers of the week from the bear? Look at numbers of the week from the bear. Look at numbers of the week from the bear. That's numbers of the week. Guede Limbo. Sing Expedite. You on top of one case. Retrace on the day. That's numbers of the week. Alright. He's got some messages for you. Let's see what his lucky numbers are. He's already talking. Give me a second. Whew. He's saying, where you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? Oh. Where have you been? That's the mistake. Where have you been? Hello? That's a mistake. Ooh. Yeah, your luck has been turned upside down. A bunch of these are upside down. Get off the counter. Don't do that. Don't do that. Your luck has been turned upside down. This is upside down. Your luck number 7 is upside down. 5 change. Upside down. Stability. 4 upside down. 3 divine protection, divinely guided, still right side up, still trying to help you. Your spirits still be trying to help you, but I'm feeling like you're not listening to them enough. Just not listening to them enough. Opportunities been upside down. Everything here upside down except 3. Lucky number 50. Lucky number 21. You need to make offerings to your spirits. 21. They're saying financial offerings. He don't give a you know what, who or what you give it to, or you need to invest in your spirits. You need to give them offerings. You need to go to the store and buy them offerings. You need to remember what your spirits have done for you. You need to prioritize your spirit the way spirit prioritize you if you want everything to be right-sided up. Oops. Oh. Which one? That was 2-1. Damn, I don't even know which one that was. 2-1-3, right? 21, yeah. 2-1-3. He made me drop it and it landed on 2-1-4. Again, another 21. It looks like to me, the way he's making me feel, like you owe more than 1 spirit offerings. With the number 21 popping up twice, and he made me drop it. And he's giving me the feeling that you owe more than 1 spirit offerings. And you need to get right with some of those spirits. Pronto. And you guys know that I won't bullshit you. But when spirit's making me feel like spirit is offended, or somebody is dealing with something because they offended spirit, I always will advise you to get right with spirit. I don't care who or what you're dealing with and what problems you think you have with people. Your most biggest problems is the problem you're going to have with spirit first that you should be worrying about. Because especially with Voodoo Loa, when they help you, when they've been trying to help you, and you offend Voodoo Loa, everything's upside down until you fix it. And they want offerings from you. So you're going to need a reading with somebody that you trust to know more about what in particular, but they're saying they need offerings from you. You've offended spirits, and if you want your life right side up, you need to get back on your spiritual and out of whatever it is that has been a distraction. They're willing to help you. They've been trying to help you, which is what the number 3 here is. The divine have still been protecting your ass, is what I've heard. And I can't filter it. And I'm not trying to be offensive or rude, but somebody is upset to say it in the nicest way possible. I don't know in particular. It feels more than 1 spirit though, because number 21 came out twice. Get down, you're in my way. Cat's always jumping around. Somebody is upset. Somebody here is, they're saying the divine have been helping you, but the divine also can block you. What they give can be taken away. I've always said this in all of my readings, all of my messages, any times I've posted or gone live, especially when I've gone live particularly, which a lot of my lives were silenced because I speak the truth. I speak the truth, nothing but the truth. And for some reason, that's a problem on the social media, especially with spiritual, in the spiritual community. And a lot of other people don't like in the spiritual community that I tell the truth from the Loa and I don't filter it. So a lot of my videos were silenced and removed from the last 5 years. So they're not there anymore. But God is my witness, and a lot of other people here on Instagram particularly know that I have always said, excuse me, that what Spirit gives, Spirit could take away. When Spirit has blessed your life, Spirit can also remove their blessing on your life. And they're not going to, Loa, when you've not done something in particularly bad or harmful or something to harm somebody else, Loa aren't going, a lot of people would like to say, a lot of people in the 21 divisions or who've followed the 21 divisions and got their ass handed to them because they did something that they shouldn't have done, they like to turn on the Loa and they like to demonize the Loa. Hagrid. Now's a great time to play soccer, according to my cat. Distractions. See that this is a little sign that there's some distractions that are going on. Okay? Energies that are trying to distract. Okay? But when you offend a Loa, or you don't appreciate a blessing, or you fumble a bag, okay? You fumble the bag, or you mismanage, or whatever the case may be, mismanage a blessing. And Aloha see that. They can take things back in order for people to learn their lesson. They're not going to curse you. They're not going to hex you. The Loa are going to simply remove their blessing. And if and when somebody wants to come back around and make right, do right again by Spirit, then the spirits may be open to reinstating their blessing on their life. However, spirits are their own entities. Spirits have their own free will. So they can do what they wish, okay? And it is a blessing and a privilege to work with the Loa or receive assistance from the Loa. It is never a right. They always go by a moral code, so to speak. And a lot of people get upset in the practices when they don't get what they want. And I'm not saying that you or anybody else listening to this does, but this is just a supporting statement of why I'm saying I've witnessed and seen and heard over the years a lot of different people, including people I was personally close to, turn on the Loa or call them negative things and disrespect them because they messed up and didn't take accountability. And then they project on the Loa, or they project on the practitioner that they did something wrong to them or that they're punishing them. And it's just simply that they're removing their blessing because nobody is entitled to it, not even practitioners or initiated. Because if you are initiated or practicing, if you're practicing 21 divisions and you're not initiated, well, that's not legitimate. Or Voodoo in general, it's a closed practice and requires initiation. So nobody really should be practicing with the Loa who's not initiated anyway. However, and a lot of people will disagree with that because they like to try to alter things, and that's not how it works. Hey, shh, come here. However, stop. However, Nobody's entitled, not even an initiate or practitioner, to receive assistance from a loa when a loa is not receiving the respect or the other end of the deal, because a lot of the time there is a deal involved. Just like people sell their souls to the devil and make deals with the devil, when you work with the loa, you're not making a deal with the devil, you're making a deal with the beings of light. It's a deal. It is a contract. They hold up their side of the deal and they expect you to do the same. Otherwise, you are in breach of your contract. If you can't fulfill, in any case with business, if you don't uphold your side of the contract, the other party has a right to dismiss doing business with you, or stop giving you something that they agreed to because you're not giving something you agreed to. So that's just all it is. Remove a blessing, or remove of protection, or remove of access to them, or whatever it is. That's just how it works in business and with the loa, because a lot of the loa are business-minded spirits, businessmen, and some businesswomen as well. And any good businessman or businesswoman isn't going to take a shitty deal. And that's just what it is. So it's not personal, it's just business. So if you'd like this to be right sided up, they say get right with your spirits. Spirits have helped you. Spirits have blessed you. Your spirits have done a lot for you. They know that you appreciate it, but they need to see more. They need to see changes in your life that are matching the words you say. Because words are like water. They don't carry any significant weight the way actions do. So they need to see action and not just hear your words. They put your, there used to be a saying I used to say, I can't remember it right now. But action, there it is. Actions speak louder than words. That's what they're saying. Actions speak louder than words. Because you could say something forever, and until you actually do something significant, the words really mean nothing. You could tell somebody you love them, but I'm not saying that this is you, I'm just giving an example that they're saying. You could tell somebody you love them all day, forever and ever. But if you're never showing them any love, if you're never showing them that you really care, if you're never showing affection, if you're never doing anything nice for them, the words don't mean as much. If you're miserable to them, if you're if you do messed up things, if you cheat on them, if you lie to them, you can say I love you all you want, but it doesn't mean anything because your actions aren't matching. So it's the same type of thing here with spirit. Actions speak louder than words. But like I said, you are being divinely guided. They haven't removed that. You still have, benevolent ancestors and spirits that are trying to help you get back on course. But your luck has been flipped. That is definitely clear here with the lucky penny upside down. On its backside, not face side up. So, this week, I would say focus on getting right with your spirits. Hold on to these numbers for a future week. If you get right with your spirits, again, like I've said in my previous videos, lucky numbers can be relevant not just this week, but in the future. They're lucky for you in general, if I've chosen them for you, not for anybody else. If he's given you these numbers, these can be lucky in the future as well, not just this week, and not just limited to the day or the week when I roll them. So understand that for anybody who's watching. So keep track of your lucky numbers. They could be like a big basket of lucky numbers that you accumulate the more you participate. And you don't have to participate in the personal ones every time. I'm going to do the free ones for the collective every time as well. You can mix those with these and play them, or pay attention to them, how numbers that may pop up in your life, and look and see if they match back to lucky numbers you were given recently. But he's saying this week, these are the numbers he's just giving you to put in your little lucky numbers basket. He's saying not necessarily participate on these numbers this week. This is not a lucky week for you, see? But you're lucky though, because you're getting the message that you're not lucky this week, and you're being told how to fix it, to get right with your spirits. Put your spirits first again, not your material world wants or relationships that are going on, or personal pursuits aren't going to manifest the way you want. There are blockages in the way. You need to, and that's because of the spirit realm. You need to get right with the spirits. Put them first, as you should see here, they're in the first position. Put them first, and your life will become more stable. Things will begin to change and turn in your favor, and your luck will then be right side up. Okay? Three, 4, 5, 7, 3. Stop. Shh. Everybody, calm down. 3, 4, 5, 7, 3. 3, 4, 5, 7, 3. 345. 73. 57. 45. And then this is below this in this position, the number 55 and 505 and 550. Pay attention to the 55, 550, and 505 angel numbers in particular. And angel number 33. I got over here, angel number 33. Need to look those up. Angel number 33 has a message for you. Angel number 550, angel number 55, angel number 505 have a message for you. And again, 2121. That's a minimum donation that you need to give to certain spirits. I'm not sure which ones. You would need a reading with somebody that works with them. I think you might already know who that is. But you definitely need to get right with some spirits and make offerings to rectify the situation with your spirits. All right. That is the message for you. And then, again, keep these lucky numbers for next time. Or a future date, okay? Gracias, misericordia. Many blessings. Y'all, I'm just a messenger, okay? Don't hate the messenger. Anyway, let's clear out here. Gracias, misericordia, gracias, misericordia, gracias, misericordia, thank you. All right. Next person, last person I'm doing today. Let me see here. Next person is Reza. Guede Limbo, Guede Limbo, Guede Limbo. Sin expedite, sin expedite. What are the lucky numbers of the week, Christ? Alright, Reza. Lucky numbers of the week, Reza. I believe this is your first time getting this with Guede Limbo as well, so hopefully you heard what I said already about it in the previous, in the first person that I did this for. But these are lucky numbers of the week for you. These can be relevant in many different ways. He'll give you specifics in a moment here. And keep your lucky numbers written down somewhere throughout the weeks. Date what week you did it or what day I rolled these for you. And keep track of your lucky numbers, okay? Gracias, misericordia. Okay. Okay. Right side up, face heads up. All right. Let's see here. What is he leading me to focus on first? Is the threes. Some divine connection, some spirits that you are divinely trying to protect you and guide you. The 6. I feel like I feel like you have recently been breaking hexes. So lucky numbers all numbers are forms of divination. Numbers in general aren't just lucky numbers, but they are a form of divination, number divination, numerological divination. So I read them in a different way than some people or maybe used to, but this is how I read them, as well as giving you the numbers of the week that may be lucky for you. 3, 6, and 3, saying though with the 6, he's making me feel like you have been breaking hexes that have been upon you, and he's happy for you. Those hexes have been standing in the way of divine connection and communication. Hey, can you? All right. Hey, come on. Seriously, come on. Stop. Every cat in the room wants to get antsy right now. There's a lot of energy. He's saying that you have had a lot of hexes in your life. Reza. And hex breaking is kind of an area of focus right now. He's saying you've begun breaking some hexes. He's happy to see that, but there are still blockages in other areas. In your divine connection, you need to, this is upside down here. You're being divinely guided and you're being divinely protected. However, as it's limited a bit, you've had hexes on you. You've inherited some generational curses that need to be dealt with. Saying that you haven't felt as in contact, divinely connected yourself. Although your spirits are there, you're not feeling or recognizing the contact or the messages the way that they had hoped. You may want to do some sort of divine connection type of spiritual work or spells that deal with that crown chakra. Some work regarding your crown chakra after you've finished, if you have finished your hex breaking work. Focus on the hex breaking first and then focus on your chakras and aligning your chakras, because saying anything that may be manifesting as physical life blockages, financial life blockages, emotional love, relationship blockages, these things all have to do with energy blockages, energy centered blockages, chi flow blockages. I've talked in the past on my channel about chi, which is the energy flow through the body, and everything pretty much that occurs in the physical body as sickness, illness, impairments, impairments, anything like that, as well as financial blockages, as well as unhealthy relationships, a pattern of unhealthy relationships and things like that tend to occur because of stagnant, blocked energy in the body, as well as any type of spiritual, which any energetic blockages really start from spiritual blockages. Everything starts in the spiritual realm. So if you have energy blockages because there's something spiritually that developed first that has not been recognized and dealt with. He's shown me particular hexes and curses that have been placed on your family and or that you have inherited generationally that your family has passed down. And he's saying he sees that you're starting to deal with those and be aware that those are there and trying to deal with them. But there's this particular order in which you should be dealing with things. You may want to get a reading with somebody that you trust. I don't have readings available. I particularly don't really like doing appointments for readings, and I only do them in the fall and winter. But if there's anybody else you trust to give you a reading that works with the Voodoo Loa, there are messages for you for that. That would be beneficial for you to know in particular order of how in which to do things, to clear the remaining curses and hexes and blockages out, so that everything in your life becomes more prosperous, physically stable, physically strong, physically focusing on physical a lot, also emotionally. There's a lot of just like emotional kind of stuff that has been built up, kind of ignored. That he's saying you do need to be able to express and be able to deal with in a healthy manner. But there's an order to doing things. If you're pursuing spiritual and magical means of dealing with things, there's like a particular order he's saying that things should be dealt with. And for that, specifics on that, I'm not going to open a full session or anything like that for a full reading here. But yeah. The number 10, the number 2, the number 8. Saying there's a lot of abundance meant for you. Like somehow financially you are still being provided for. The number 80. I'm not seeing a particular an angel number except 363 and 336 and 633. Those are the only ones I see. There's not like any other angel numbers here that are standing out. So you may want to look at those for messages from your spirit guides. But they're making me pay attention to this number here. There's some sort of amount of money that has been blocked from you. It's around $10,000 that you're supposed to be pursuing. And is like this is like where some of your luck and your wealth is tied up. There's like some sort of money that's like $10,000. 10,280 is like the number I'm seeing here. So he's making me feel like this is like around $10,000 or more that you're supposed to have, and you either don't have, or has been delayed from you getting, and you need to look into where that money is. And I feel like this is some sort of program, and you need to pursue. Look at these angel numbers: 363, 336, 633, also the number 33. Because he's saying that like you have money tied up, like the spirits have been trying to bless you and provide for you, and they have for a long time, but there's like more that is yours that you have not received, and that you should be pursuing. I'm not sure if you're on here. Hopefully you're able to see this on the replay in a timely manner, because that money, we're going into. I wouldn't do it this month, particularly yet. I mean, you could begin the process. I'm not sure if you know, in regards to what he's talking about. Aries going into what, Taurus? Yeah, Aries going into Taurus season is a good time. Particularly more so in Taurus season, you may get further with this. Because I feel like somebody, like an entity, not a bad entity. I'm saying like a corporation, a business, not a business, like a program, a government, or like a other type of program that has money that you could be applying for, or you did apply for, maybe you were denied. It's like $10,000 though that's supposed to be yours. And it's like way past due. Or like you heard about it somewhere and didn't think you qualify, or maybe you did apply and were denied, and that was wrong, and you need to re-pursue that, is what I'm feeling, like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like an application, and I don't feel like this is for a job. I feel like this is for something that has to do with some sort of what it would be. It was like a money program that you're entitled to somehow, however that resonates for you. And it's like $10,000 that is out there that is waiting for you. So you need to look into that. However that resonates for you is supposed to be yours. And there's opportunities for you that are beyond that you could be having, that you're entitled to, beyond that you haven't pursued yet. So you need to be looking at those, all the ways in which you are entitled to certain monies, not traditionally through a job per se. Other programs is what I'm hearing. Programs. Pay attention to changes that are coming in health-related programs, in changes in the government, changes in, I'm seeing like Medicaid, Medicare type related stuff here. So I don't know what that's about. I've never worked with that. I can't give you advice particularly on that, on health. However, they're saying it's like some announcements. Don't be scared is what I'm saying. Don't be scared if certain things do go away or get changed and it seems like it's not good. Pay attention to the things that come out. The new opportunities that come out is what I'm hearing. And a lot of people don't like this, but I'm seeing Trump bringing out something that is going to help you a lot receive this money easier, but that has to be you pursuing it. You can't receive it if you don't put anything in and resubmit something for it, is what I'm being told. So when you see, like, re-pursue anything that you did do already, if you got denied for something, he's saying re-pursue that as is, and also really pay attention to new opportunities, new programs that will be coming out regarding health in the health sector and in the financial sector. Just pay attention and don't be scared is what he's saying. And pursue. Don't be afraid or don't feel like you're not entitled to pursue something. Like, there's money there for you. There's a lot of money available and becoming available for you. It's a very lucky week for you, Reza. It would be, if you know what he's talking about, anything you've applied for and were denied, he keeps showing me that. I don't know why. I guess that there's something you've applied for and were denied. It's going to total up to, maybe it's not 10,000 in one chunk. Maybe it's different little chunks from different programs or something. But he's saying, do it all and start it ASAP. This is a lucky week for you. Okay. Very lucky, heads up. Let me see anything else. I like to take my time when I do these because I think it's so interesting how different messages and different energy comes out. He's very gentle with you. He has a very different demeanor right now. You're one of his charges. He seems to be one of the spirits that look out for you in the financial and try to provide for you. I don't know if your family had any knowledge of Voodoo practiced or knowledge of Sir Guede Limbo or believe in Saint Expedite. But if not that, he really likes you. He really cares about you. When he saw your name and I said your name, he got very soft. Which I have not seen. That's interesting. I've not seen that side of him this soft. The Loa are very dynamic, can be very dynamic, and I'm used to him being, not mean, but just not mean. I'm not saying the Loa are mean. I'm not saying he's mean, but he's a little bit more blunt, a little bit more, not so gentle, a little blunt in his delivery, and he's being extremely soft. So that's showing me that he has a lot of care and compassion and really is invested in trying to help you get this money, because he says it's wrong and he wants you to have it. He knows that you can have it. So please take his advice, is what he's saying to me. I've never heard him ask somebody so gently and to ask somebody to take his advice. But he's saying, please take his advice and pursue these applications and to resubmit and to not just give up on them. Okay, so look at whatever that is, however that relates for you. It's a very lucky week to do it, and especially going into Taurus season. So anytime between now and through Taurus season is a very good time to get all this done. And go get your money, girl. And let us know how that goes afterwards, okay? So those are all the people today for this Lucky Numbers with Guede Limbo. If you'd like to participate in Lucky Numbers with Guede Limbo, you could do so at the link in the description box below, or in my Instagram links at instagram.com/SamTheSpiritist. I do this on Saturdays now. I used to do it on Tuesdays. Now we're doing it Saturdays because that's what Guede Limbo and Baron Samedi approved of for me. So Saturdays around 9 a.m. Eastern time, you'll find me here, and we will do this for whoever is guided to and trust Guede Limbo. You can't. You got to be in it to win it, so to speak. So, got to risk it for the biscuit. What he gives, some of his advice, most of his advice, is far more valuable than what you give in order to participate. What you give is a donation to his altar, where I serve him alcohol, I serve him food, I serve him tobacco smoke every time that I do this, before I do this. So, if you'd like to participate, your donation is very small compared to the blessings of the information, the knowledge, and the financial assistance that can be brought through his lucky numbers of the week. So many blessings to everybody who participated. Thank you for participating today. I will see those of you who wish to participate, and those of you who just like to watch, you're welcome to watch next week on Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern time here on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe if you like lucky numbers and you want to continue watching. Make sure you have subscribed and hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up, and share it with anybody else that you think would be interested in receiving lucky numbers of the week from the general collective, as well as private numbers from Guede Limbo. Okay, many blessings. Thank you. And thank you to Guede Limbo. Gracias la misericordia.